Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students of 11th class, you know that yesterday we have defined the taxonomy as a branch of biology that deals with the framing of laws, principles of classifying the organisms on the basis of their evolutionary relationships or the study of rules, principles, and practice of classification, identification, and nomenclature of organisms. And we have also seen that this term was coined by a scientist whose name was Dickon Doley in 1813. And we have also known that the Carolus Linnaeus was considered as the father of taxonomy. Now, in our today's lecture, we will see how the taxonomy can be studied. And you should know that the taxonomy can be studied under two heads. One is the older or classical taxonomy, while as the second is the modern or new taxonomy. So you should remember that these are the two branches of taxonomy. One is the classical taxonomy and another is the new taxonomy. Former is called the older taxonomy, while as new taxonomy is also called the modern taxonomy. So regarding the classical taxonomy, it considers a species to be mutable. That means, according to classical taxonomy, species can be changed. Species are mutable. This concept has been followed since the days of Aristotle, the father of zoology, and Theophrastus, the father of botany, up to Carolus Linnaeus believes that species is the basic unit and center of taxonomy. Species is the basic unit and center of taxonomy. Subspecies and varieties are not important. This was the first rule according to Aristotle, Theophrastus, and Carolus Linnaeus. Second is study of one or a few individuals can give information of all the traits of the species. It is called tropological concept. The third one is the species do not change with time but are fixed entities. Number fourth, only a few characters are considered for classification of organisms, which led to artificial system of classification. This concept was according to the older or classical taxonomy, which we have studied under artificial system of classification, that only a few characters are considered for classification of organisms, which lead to artificial system of classification. Then after the advancement of knowledge about organisms, more and more characters were used for classification, which led to natural and phylogenetic system of classification. That is start of modern taxonomy. Now we will see the new or modern taxonomy. What is according to the new and modern taxonomy, or what is this new and modern taxonomy? This new and modern taxonomy is a concept of taxonomy that considers a species to be product of evolution and considers all the characters from all types of studies like morphology, anatomy, cytology, physiology, genetics, biochemistry, etc. So you should know that you should remember that the modern taxonomy is the concept of taxonomy that considers a species to be product of evolution and considers all the characters from all types of studies like morphology, anatomy, cytology, physiology, genetics, and biochemistry. The concept was developed by Julian Huxley in 1940. Number one, it studies a large number of individuals to know all the variations. So this is the concept of new and modern taxonomy. New or modern taxonomy that studies a large number of individuals to know all the variations. Number second, evidences from all fields of study are gathered before delimiting a species. Number third, species are not isolated but are related amongst themselves by common descent. Number fourth, species is considered to be dynamic and ever changing. So this was the concept of new or modern taxonomy. Now we will see the uses of taxonomy, where taxonomy is used. So these are called the uses or advantages or merits of this taxonomy. Number one use of this taxonomy is diversity of organisms can be studied only by taxonomy. So you should remember that the first use of taxonomy is that the diversity of organisms can be studied by the taxonomy. Number second, new organisms can be identified on the basis of taxonomy. Number third, pests and pathogens are identified with its help. Number fourth, it helps us in identifying useful organisms and helps us in crop improvement programs. Number fourth is the use of taxonomy is that it is a study of fossils for evolutionary relationship among organisms. So these were the uses of this taxonomy. Now we will see the different types of taxonomy, or we can say forms or types of taxonomy. The forms of and types of taxonomy are here as number one. Number one type of taxonomy is the morphotaxonomy. So what is this morphotaxonomy? This morphotaxonomy is based on the structural features of the organisms. Number second type of taxonomy is cytotaxonomy. This cytotaxonomy is based on the somatic chromosomes of organisms. Number third type of taxonomy is biochemical taxonomy or chemotaxonomy. It is based on the proteins and serum analysis and on the chemical constituents of organisms. Number fourth type of taxonomy is numerical taxonomy. Numerical taxonomy involves quantitative assessment of similarities and differences in order to make objective assessments. Characters of organisms are given equal weight and the relationship of the organisms are numerically determined, usually with the aid of a computer. Number fifth type of taxonomy is the experimental taxonomy. Experimental taxonomy is based on the genetic relationships determined with the help of experiments. So this was all about this taxonomy, and today you know that we have seen that what is the classical taxonomy, what is the modern taxonomy, what are their objectives, what are the uses of taxonomy, and what are the types of taxonomy. I hope that you have understood and you will be now familiar with this taxonomy, because yesterday we have defined what is this taxonomy, and today we have seen under two headers the taxonomy can be studied, that is one the modern or classical taxonomy, and the second head is the new or modern taxonomy. And we also come to know the uses of taxonomy and the different forms or types of taxonomy. So this was all about today's lecture. Tomorrow inshallah we will see the another question, another topic, that will be the kingdom systems of classification. There are two kingdom system of classification, you know, 5 kingdom system and 2 kingdom system. That will we will deal tomorrow inshallah in another lecture. Thank you very much.